Hi, my name is Alden Waslam and I'm here to teach you on how to successfully execute a soccer set piece, which includes free kicks, corners, and penalties. To start this tutorial off, I will begin with free kicks, and before taking a free kick, you should be able to get these two techniques down. Here are a few examples of those two basic techniques merged together in a direct free kick example. There are a lot of different attacking plays that can come out of a free kick, but I'm going to explain three different options. The first option is to have a crack at it, but you need to be wary of the distance, shooting, and how good the goalie is. If you have a strong left foot shooter that can shoot free kicks, you should be able to go for it. I always have people ready for the tap-in for an easy goal. Time and time again, some attackers get goals for the tap-in as a result of the goalie just getting a touch of it. Secondly, and the most common, the attacker is going to swing the ball into the box, and he's going to be aiming for the tallest and the best attacker that can score with his head. The player's movement in the box is vital for this to result in a goal. This play will have 5 or 6 people starting from the top of the penalty box, and they all have a designated area to go to, as shown in this diagram. Player 2, 3, and 4 will most likely be the one that's going to get the headers and do your best head. Player 5 is just going to be trailing behind. Player 6 is an option, and if you have your 6th player, you should drop back and be able to get a shot from there. Lastly, we have one player on the same side of free kicks next to the defensive ball, but outside the penalty area. 1 or 2 fakes would happen with the free kick takers, depending on how many people are on the ball. But the last person will pass a through ball into his path so that he can either cross the ball in or dribble the well and shoot. First, we have the defensive side of free kicks. From this position on the right side, it is most likely going to be an indirect free kick where the free kick taker is going to swing the ball into the penalty box for a header. But you should always take into account that they might have a left footer that can take free kicks also directly. The first option, where they shoot the free kick, the defenders that are guarding the opponent must rush to the goal so that they can clear the ball if it's saved or hits the post. The last thing we want is for the opponent to get an easy tap-in. The second option is for them to swing the ball into the box for a header, and now the defense will try and defend it by following your man, strategically placing your tallest man on their tallest man, because their tallest man will most likely get the header from the cross. Once the ball is swung in, you must follow your man to where he positions himself, so that you can intercept the ball in midair. But be careful if the ball is too high, then you might miss it and he will have an uncontested header. The third option doesn't usually occur, but is the most obvious third choice for a free kick play. As shown on the diagram, you must follow your man and have one of your people on the wall to rush to him so that he can defend him. If not, he could actually just go all the way and score. One thing to remember is that the people guarding someone in the box should not leave their man, because if they do, he can just pass it to your man that you left and have an easy sight of goal. Now we shall transition into corners. To successfully deliver a corner to a dangerous area, you should be able to have these two techniques down. The technique is when you hit the bottom of the ball so that the ball will go flying into the air. Next, we will have the examples where, in example 1, I will be showing you the standard cross, curving it high into the center of the box. corner works by combining our two basic techniques shown before and then adding the right amount of power into it and of course precision. When the ball is delivered like shown in this example, there should always be a target man. So many times all we do in corners is just kick the ball into the box and hope someone's heads in, but that is not the case. We always need a target man in the box, preferably a bigger man that can hold off defenders. In my play, all the attackers are going to be clumped in the middle and then disperse from there to their designated area in the diagram below so that they can shake off their defenders that are there. The attacking side uses many different variations to attack the goal, so the defenders have to mark their man tightly but do not push or pull them, which could result in a penalty. Follow your man where he goes and never stand still in the box. Now we have reached our last aspect of penalties. First of all, we have our basic techniques, the standard shot. Now there's going to be an example of the standard shot in the penalty situation. First and foremost aspect when taking a penalty is being calm. You always have to be calm and never change your mind. When you choose a spot to shoot at, do not change. If you change your mind, it may result in you missing the goal or just panicking. And never get intimidated by the goalie. Some goalies will try to intimidate you and you should just be calm and just ignore him and go for your shot. Trying to save a penalty is almost the same as taking one. But the thing is, there is no pressure on you and no blame is on you if you fail at saving the penalty. Because it is a penalty and if they score it, it's not really your fault. But the only problem is if you make a clumsy mistake and result in a penalty which you could easily have saved. In saving a penalty, you have to choose one spot and dive at it. Because if you wait for the person to take the shot, then you might be too late to reach the ball. But you must know your opponent. If you know your opponent is not that good of a penalty taker, you can wait for it and just wait for him to shoot first, then you can jump in and try to save it. This concludes my Soccer Tutorial. Hope you guys liked it and found it helpful.